The cultural community is mourning the loss of one of its own. Prominent Valley Boys leader Winston Gus Cooper passed away during the early morning hours after battling a long illness. He was 72. Funeral preparations have already begun and the tributes are pouring in for a man whose imprint on the Bahamas looms just as large in death as it did during his lifetime. Today, LaDon Davis spoke to his family and close friends who played a pivotal role in Cooper's life and legacy.
He is considered one of the most electrifying pillars in the Junkanoo community and has rightfully earned the name as a father of modern-day Junkanoo. Winston Gus Cooper, as he is affectionately called, has served as a leader of the Valley Boys for more than half of a century. But in 1977, Cooper was appointed Director of Youth Sports and Culture and also served as President of the Bahamas Amateur Athletic Association. His longtime friend, Prime Minister Perry Christie, says while Gus's death is a terrible loss to the country, he hopes Bahamians realize how crucial his participation was in last year's Boxing Day parade as the group celebrates its 56th anniversary.
This is the first time, of course, that he wouldn't be there for the anniversary. And that is the reason why, and I hope people of the Bahamas understand why, as Prime Minister, I chose to come out of retirement to go on Bay Street in honor of Gus Cooper. Receiving medical reports, I knew, could not share with the public, but I knew he would never ever come to Bay Street again. I knew that life would have it that we would never see him in all of his spectacular self again. And so in some small way I thought, as someone from his generation and someone who was a part of the founding of the group, I should go out there and represent Gus and who he was.
Mr. Christie says it's also important to nationally recognize icons like Winston Gus Cooper before they pass on.
I hope that the country finally would learn from our experience with people like Gus, King Eric Gibson, who has just died, again another icon, that we would find a way to memorialize them in their lifetimes so that they could truly appreciate the esteem and honor that the country bestows upon them.
With several Valley Boys by his side, his son Francisco Cooper says he was expecting his father to come home on Saturday morning after an observation, but God had other plans. He told us how the family is coping with this great loss.
He was a hero to me. He was my all in all, you know. He guided me through many difficult times, and he's taught me to be strong, you know. As he told me 6 months ago, Junkanoo is my life. And it's time that you go forth and take care of my business. It's a very difficult time for my mother, you know, as my brother just passed in November. And it's just so difficult. And my oldest daughter, who is scheduled to go back to college next week, you know, she is totally broken up right now. And it's going to be a difficult week.
Gus Cooper died at 3 o'clock Saturday morning. He was 72 years old. Now, funeral services for Junkanoo legend, the late Winston Gus Cooper, is expected to take place at the Most Holy Trinity Anglican Church next week, Saturday at 10 a.m. LaDon Davis, ZNS Network News.